Coming up on UCF Nightly News. Find out how the recent inflation is affecting the Hispanic community.
And learn about new research investigating why some people get COVID while others do not.
Plus, see which student is currently running uncontested for UCF student body president.
And in sports, get to know the UCF baseball team as they prepare for tonight's season opener.
Nightly News starts now. Afternoon and welcome to UCF Nightly News. I'm Espinosa.
And I'm Jason Hamby. Today is Friday, February 11th, 2022.
According to a recent Axios report, inflation is hurting all Americans, but the survey states that Latinos are feeling the pressure the most. I will show you how one UCF student is fueling up his car detailing business to combat heightened prices. Revved up concerns for all U.S. citizens, Latinos are less optimistic about their financial situation, according to the Axios Hispanic Consumer Sentiment Index. Inflation is listed as the fourth greatest concern for Latinos and Hispanics in the U.S. per the poll in this year. The survey states that Latinos like Rafe Toller have been economic growth drivers by opening new businesses at faster rates than other groups. Toller says heightened inflation has added to his financial strain as a student and business owner.
So with inflation, I realize that a lot of my customers and clients are not able to afford some of my packaged services. And so for me, I have to adjust my prices accordingly to fit their needs now.
Although Latino students are facing financial stress due to the current high in prices, UCF has resources and scholarships for students like Toller. Dr. Tyler Fisher, Associate Professor of Latin American Studies, says although scholarships do not address the immediate concern of inflation driving up prices for students, they can help them in the next steps of their future.
So it's not like a loan, and that can really give you that foothold that would allow you to have the flexibility to pursue research as an undergraduate, for instance.
Toller says although it has been a difficult time for him to meet his financial needs, he has kept working to achieve his goals. He says he encourages other Latino students to learn how to manage their time and to always stay motivated. Toller says he is looking forward to the future of his car detailing company by partnering with businesses like Nike and Jeremiah's Italian Ice. He says he hopes to expand his business into Tampa and Miami.
Elections for student government are right around the corner, and this year only one student is running for president. The presidential debate was originally scheduled for last night, but with only one candidate, SGA turned the event into a town hall meeting. Daniela Lopez is currently the only option for student body president. Lopez says that she wants to focus on student involvement if she's elected.
Following COVID, just coming back to campus, the participation and the engagement from the student population just isn't where it needs to be or isn't where it's been at.
Lopez says that the only way another candidate can win the election is if students elect someone by write-in vote. Students can vote on any device using My UCF starting on February 28th through March 2nd.
Have you ever wondered why some people get COVID and others don't? New research is looking into the genetic variations that may keep people from getting infected. Nightly News reporter Jessica Less tells us about the COVID research that may begin to crack this code.
The world is trying to unravel is how some people have managed to never contract COVID-19 despite being exposed to the virus. An increasing amount of new research is being devoted to uncover reasons why some people never seem to get COVID even when living with someone who tests positive. This group of people is being identified as the Never COVID cohort. Research posted by Axios on February 13th focuses on the Never COVID cohort and states multiple genetic variations may impact a person's immune system, making them more or less susceptible to the virus. Dr. Mollie Jewett, UCF Immunity and Pathogenesis Division Head, says she agrees with the recent genetic variation research.
It's not likely just one thing that's different between me and the next person.
Dr. Jewett says whether or not you're part of the Never COVID cohort, you should still take precautionary measures to keep yourself and others safe. Multiple variants and several cases of the coronavirus are still being discovered among groups that mix closely, with some people managing to escape with no detect of the virus. Lainey Bomar, a senior biomedical student, says she was not as lucky as her roommates.
I was fully vaccinated. I've had 2 doses of the Moderna vaccine, and about mid-December I did test positive, and it's really crazy because I was living with my 3 roommates at the time and no one else tested positive. It was just me.
According to Axios, fully understanding the small cohort of never COVID people could lead to new protections or vaccine targets. In Orlando, Jessica Less, UCF Nightly News.
Research on the Never COVID cohort is continuously being developed. These potential findings will help uncover factors that may influence the ability to catch COVID-19.
There are more than 650 student organizations at the University of Central Florida. Clubs can stand out from the rest by advertising around campus. The Knights of Round Table hosted their first poster-making party on Wednesday. Members from 15 student organizations, such as the Psychological Society and the Venezuelan Student Association, came to hang out and make signs. The president of Rhythm of the night said it was a fun night to get creative.
Yeah, I thought it was a great opportunity for RSOs to come not only collaborate with each other, but within their club, but also to meet people from other clubs as well.
Members say they will use the signs to advertise for future events. To find the right club for you, head over to nightconnect.campuslabs.com.
Sunday marked the start of Random Acts of Kindness Week. Its purpose is to inspire people to practice kindness and pass it on to others. Each year, Senior Oliver Casey holds fundraisers for various charities to show appreciation. As part of an ongoing project, Casey sold resin flower necklaces. All proceeds went to Water for South Sudan, a nonprofit that gives struggling villages access to clean drinking water. Casey says it surprises him how many people showed their support for the cause.
In the past years, we saw that there was just so much support from our community, where so many of my friends and family members and friends of friends even were reaching out to buy what we were selling for fundraising.
Each necklace is embedded with an NFC chip by simply tapping the pendant on a phone. The necklace can open a photo album or play a song. Casey says it's a nice gift to give someone on RAK Week.
Students at UCF cleaned up trash for Random Act of Kindness Week. The Ideas for Us organization at UCF picked up trash along Gemini Boulevard on Wednesday. This act of service provided the nonprofit organization with a way for the community to come together. Those interested in learning more about the group can follow them on Instagram at ideasforus.ucf.
UCF is offering a new Kinesiology Ph.D. program beginning next fall. Students will be exploring human movement, sports performance, and much more. Nightly News reporter Christen explains what makes this program stand out.
Starting in August, kinesiology students will be able to enroll in a new doctoral program. This will be the first PhD program within the College of Health Professions and Sciences. Students will have the ability to work hand in hand with faculty mentors in their desired area of interest. The program's director, Dr. David Fukuda, says he believes many of the kinesiology students join the program to have the ability to educate others.
I think that a lot of our students just have that sort of desire to develop new knowledge and help others that are out in the field.
Dr. Fukuda says right now the program is welcoming about 15 students and hopes to have 20 in the near future. Previously, kinesiology students pursued a PhD in the College of Education. Now they'll have their very own program right within the School of Kinesiology and Physical Therapy. Not only will students be able to work with faculty, they will also get to consult other classmates. First-year PhD student Jonathan Bousseju says one of the things he's looking forward to about the new program is the collaborative environment.
along with the overall collaborative efforts with all of the labs here. Everybody has a resource depending on which discipline you go into here in the programs.
Dr. Fukuda says the program seeks to provide courses better tailored to meet students' specific needs. In Orlando, Christen McKay, UCF Knightly News.
Dr. Fukuda says the new program will focus on research. To graduate with a Ph.D., students will be required to have a minimum of 63 credit hours in addition to their master's degree credits.
Hey Christen, it's been getting a little warmer lately. What's the weather looking like?
Right now, guys, it's looking pretty humid, but at least it won't be too cold. Today, we have a 20% chance of rain with a high of 85 and a low of 62 degrees. Humidity will be at 79 degrees, so ladies, be prepared for some frizz. We have an overcast with winds coming from southwest at 14 miles per hour, so go ahead and keep a jacket with you. Heading into the weekend, temperature will stay around the mid-70s with mostly clear skies. Back to you, Allie and Jason.
Thanks, Christen. After the break, learn about the Don't Say Gay bill passed by the Florida Senate on February 8th.
Plus, learn about UCF's new art exhibition featuring the work of the MFA students.
And find out about UCF Theater's latest production. The Florida Senate committee passed the Don't Say Gay bill on February 8th. This bill will require school counselors to tell parents what the counselors discuss with their children. The Florida House of Representatives said in a statement, school districts shouldn't allow any discussions about sexual orientation or gender identity. More information on counseling and psychological services at UCF, go to their website at caps.ucf.edu.
Students in the Master of Fine Arts program opened their new exhibition this Thursday at the UCF Art Gallery. The exhibition, titled Florida Room, displays the artwork of 6 MFA studio art and design students. Admission to the exhibition is free and open Monday through Friday until March 11th. The exhibition explores different identities through various artistic mediums, according to the UCF Art Gallery website. Students can visit cah.ucf.edu for the link to the virtual gallery and more information on when each student will present their thesis.
Theater UCF opened their latest production at 7:30 last night. This show is called Fabulation on the Re-Education of Undine. It tells the story of the rise and fall of a Black woman in modern-day New York City. The show will run through the end of Black History Month with performances up through February 27th.
After the break, learn about the annual Otronicon Festival coming to the Orlando Science Center.
Plus, get a glimpse of this week's weather forecast. UCF returns to the Orlando Science Center for the Otronicon Festival this weekend. There will be new workshops hosted by faculty about STEM topics. This event encourages a love for science and math in the Central Florida community. The festival will last through Monday and be open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day. Tickets can be purchased online and CDC guidelines will be followed.
Hey Christen, I'm going to the baseball game later tonight. How's the weather looking?
Well, guys, I can definitely tell you it's going to be a lot warmer than previous weeks. So hopefully for Floridians, that means no more ice on our windshields. Starting with the highs at Tallahassee, we have a high of 67 degrees. Jacksonville's actually going to be the warmest in the state with a high of 80 degrees. So you're going to want to dress warmer with maybe some shorts and a nice t-shirt. In Orlando, we're going to have 74 degrees. It's going to be a nice day to head to Disney with some friends and family. You can purchase your tickets right inside the Student Union at the ticket booth. In Tampa, we're going to have a nice 79 degrees, perfect weather to head to downtown Tampa and take a stroll on the Riverwalk. And in Miami, we're going to have a nice 78 degrees. Let's go ahead and take a look at the lows. In Tallahassee, starting with 44 degrees, it's actually going to be the chilliest. And in Jacksonville, a slight increase with 49 degrees. In Orlando, a chilly 63 degrees. And in Tampa, 64 degrees. And in Miami, a low of 71 degrees. Let's go ahead and take a look at those rain percentages. In Tallahassee, we're going to have a low of 10%, so you're going to be really fine in Tallahassee. In Jacksonville, we're spiking up to 60%, so you definitely want to go ahead and keep an umbrella in your car. In Tampa, 20%. In Orlando, we have another 20% chance of rain. And in Miami, 20% chance of rain as well, so keeping pretty consistent. Let's go ahead and take a look at that 5-day weather forecast. On Saturday, we have a high of 72 degrees with the low of 52 degrees and a 20% chance of rain. Sunday, we have a high of 76 degrees with the low of 59 degrees with 10% chance of rain. On Monday, another high of 79 degrees with low 62%, 6 degrees.
and a 10% chance of rain. On Tuesday, 82% degrees and a low of 62 degrees, with another 10% chance of rain. On Wednesday, 85 degrees with a low of 61 degrees and another 10% chance of rain. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Christen. After the break, see how the UCF club volleyball team is preparing for their tournament in Indiana this weekend.
Plus, find out what the men's baseball team is doing to prepare for tonight's matchup.
And learn about the return of UCF's club basketball team.
Good afternoon, Knight Nation. I'm Madison Monroe Adams, and this is your UCF Sports Update. The UCF Men's Volleyball Club is preparing for a tournament this weekend. The Men's Volleyball Club's A team will head to Indiana to play in the Hoosier Invitational. The team will face off against Indiana, UF, and other teams from around the country. The team went undefeated in the national ranking home tournament and ranked number 3 in the country. Club president Kobe Rovier says he's positive his team will perform well heading into the weekend's tournament.
I'm very confident. We have 6 players who were ranked, that were on the team ranked number 2 right before coronavirus hit, ranked number 2 going into nationals. So we have an entire rotation coming back.
Rovier says the team's goal is to get to nationals this year. He thinks the A team has what it takes to continue to dominate the season. UCF baseball is back as the Knights get set to open their season at home tonight. Led by 3 players on the preseason all-conference team, the Knights' expectations are higher than ever. Nightly News reporter Jason Hamby tells us how the baseball team is looking to make history this year.
Baseball season is finally upon us, and the Knights are ready to put last year's disappointing finish behind them. Last year, the Knights went 31-30 with an 18-14 record in AAC play. They advanced to the AAC Championship, where they were eliminated by USF. This year, head coach Greg Lovelady says this team has talked more about the World Series than any other he's coached.
We talk a lot about hosting regionals and going to the World Series. I mean, I think that if you're playing this game, your goal should be go to Omaha. So, I mean, I definitely think that that's something that we've talked about a lot.
Lovelady says one reason for the heightened expectations is the addition of pitcher Connor Stain, who transferred in the offseason from the University of Maryland. Stain says what makes this team special is their collective drive for success.
Here at UCF, I think the guys all want to be here, all want to go to Omaha, all have a huge dream they want to achieve, whether it's pro ball or, you know, just getting to the World Series. But we all want it so bad that we're all on the same path, and that just brings us closer together.
Staying in the Knights recognize that the long road to Omaha starts with the first series against the Siena Saints right here at John Giuliano Park. Senior pitcher David Litchfield will get things started on the mound for the Knights tonight against the Saints. First pitch is set for 6 p.m. In Orlando, Jason Hamby, UCF Nightly News.
You can go and support your Knights tonight at 6 p.m. at the John Giuliano Park, tomorrow at 4 p.m. or at the series finale on Sunday at 1. All students enter free with a valid UCF student ID. The UCF women's basketball team heads up north to Philadelphia on Saturday to take on the Temple Owls. The Knights are coming off a win with the Wichita State Shockers on Wednesday, extending their winning streak to 7 games. This gives them their 11th conference win. This will be the second time meeting with Temple this season. The Knights won the last matchup for 64-55. Head coach Katie Abramson Henderson says she feels confident in her team's next game.
We're so close. It's not like we started the season already. We're like 2 weeks away to reaching some of the goals we need to reach.
With the win, UCF enters this weekend's away game with an 8-2 record on the road. Fans can watch the game on ESPN2 at 2 p.m. on Saturday. After more than a year of not being able to play, UCF club basketball is back. Nightly News reporter Hannah Jo Groves tells us more about the Hoopin' Knights feel to be practicing and playing again. The pandemic brought UCF club basketball to a halt at the spring of 2022, but now they're back to practicing and playing in tournaments against other schools' club teams.
Forced 31 turnovers in this game and converted them into 34 points the other way. And it was the defense really that created the energy on the
All right, that's all for UCF Sports Update. Back to you, Allie and Jason.
Well, that's all the time we have now. Thanks for watching.
Have a great day.